Hi students, today we are going to discuss about the topic that is atmospheric refraction. This is uh, human eye and colorful world. That is the part 2 session or part 3 session I think. Okay, today let us start with the atmospheric refraction. So atmospheric refraction takes place by the help of sunlight and the water droplets which are present in the atmosphere. So atmospheric refraction. So you might have observed the apparent random wavering or flickering of objects seen through the turbulent stream of hot air rising above a fire or a radiator. So whenever you put the fire to any object, you can see the turbulent stream of air rising above the fire. Above that fire, you can see the turbulent stream of hot air that is passing from lower surface to the upper surface. Okay, the air just above the fire becomes hotter than the above it. The air just above the fire becomes hotter than the air above it. ಸೊ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಫೈರ್ ಹಚ್ಚಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಆ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏರ್ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಹೀಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ವೆನ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಟು ದಿ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಲೇಯರ್, ದ ಲೋವರ್ ಲೇಯರ್ ಏರ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಹಾಟ್, ದ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಲೇಯರ್ ಏರ್ ಈಸ್ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಹಾಟ್. ಓಕೆ, the hotter air is lighter, so less dense than the cooler air above it. So the cooler air consists of water droplets in it when compared to the hotter air. So it is lesser density. The hotter air is having lesser density when compared to the cool air. Why? Because cool air consists of water droplets. So that's why cool air will travel lower surface and the hot air will travels into the upper surface. So and has a refractive index slightly less than that of the cooler air. So hotter air have the less refractive index when compared to the cooler air. Why? Because the air droplet does not consist of water droplets. So that's why the hotter air is having less density when compared to the cold air. The wavering is thus as an effect of atmospheric refraction of light by the earth atmosphere on a small scale in our local environment. The twinkling of stars is a simpler phenomenon on a much larger scale. So the twinkling of stars appears due to the atmospheric refraction. So why? Because the traveling of air takes place. Cool air will travel to the downer surface of the earth and the hot will travel to the upper surface of the atmosphere. So that's why this movement of air that will create the refraction of light which is coming from the star. So that's why stars will look like a twinkling of stars. You can see the next position is that only. The twinkling of stars is due to atmospheric refraction of straight light. The straight light on entering the earth atmosphere undergoes refraction continuously before it reaches the earth. Before the sunlight or the star lights which are entering the earth surface or earth atmosphere, it goes lot of times refraction due to the atmospheric conditions. Okay, the atmospheric refraction occurs in a medium of gradually changing refractive index. Since the atmosphere bends the straight line towards the normal, the apparent position of the star is slightly different from the actual position. So star ಇರೋದೇ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ, ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸೋದೇ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆ. Why? Because due to the atmospheric refraction, the light which is coming from the star, it will bends. Okay, it will bends due to the ಯಾಕ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ the water droplets which are present in the air, they will react as a refractive medium. So whenever the light passes through that medium, it will bend. So that's why the star position is different and it will looks in different position. So you can see here one boy is watching the star. So actual position, apparent position is star position is this one, first one. You can see the dotted lines, that is the star apparent position or star position. So and this one dark line, you can see this one ray path. So this is the bended ray. So it will looks like, so it will be at a different position, it will looks at the different position. So this is due to the atmospheric refraction. So they can ask for 1 or 2 marks in the exam also. What is so why that twinkling of stars occur means due to the atmospheric refraction. It will undergo a lot of times the bending of light will takes place. So that's why it will looks in different position. So like that you can write. So that only they have explained. So planets do not have their own light, so it will just reflect the light of sunlight. So that's why we can't see the planet. So whenever we see, for example, moon that does not have any its own light, but in full moon day we can observe the full moon due to the total reflection of sunlight. So that's why you can see the moon is very near to the earth, so we can clearly see the moon, but planets are very far from the earth, so that's why we can see in the point size, so they are very far from the our earth. So planet does not twinkle. Why? Because they don't have any own light source. They will just reflect the light source which is coming from the sunlight. So that's why planet do not twinkle. So advanced sunrise and delay sunlight. So the sun is visible to us about 2 minutes before and actual sunrise, and about 2 minutes after the actual sunset. Because of atmospheric refraction by actual sunrise, we mean that actual crossing of horizon by the sun shows the actual and apparent position of the sun. This with respect to the horizon. The time difference between actual sunlight and the apparent sunlight is about 2 minutes. The appearing flattening of sun disk at sunrise and sunset is also due to the same phenomena, that is atmospheric refraction. So nodri ನಮಗೆ ಸನ್ಸೆಟ್ ಆದಮೇಲೂ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ, ಸನ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದಿ ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫರಿಕ್ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ ಲೈಟ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಬೆಂಡಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ತನಕ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫರಿಕ್ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸನ್ರೈಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸನ್ಸೆಟ್. ಸನ್ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ಮೇಲೂ ಬಿಫೋರ್ 2 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸೇ ನಮಗೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ, ಇನ್ನು ಸೂರ್ಯನೇ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇರಲ್ಲ. But then also we are having the light, that is due to the atmospheric refraction. After sunset also we are having somewhat light, that is due to the atmospheric refraction. 2 minutes difference will be there. Before sunlight, before 2 minutes we are going to get the sunlight, that is due to the atmospheric refraction. After the sunset also we are having the sunlight due to the sun will appear due to the atmospheric refraction. Okay. So scattering of light. The interplay of light with object around us give rise to several spectacular phenomena in nature. The blue color of the light of the sky, color of water in deep sea, the rending of the sun at sunrise and sunset are some of the wonderful phenomena we are familiar with. In the previous classes you have learnt about the scattering of light by colloidal particles. The path of beam of light passing through is the true solution. It is not visible, however, so its path become visible due to the colloidal solution where the size of the particles is relatively high. So that is Tyndall effect you have learnt in the 9th standard. So that is only they are going to give here. So due to the refraction we are going to see the blue color light, which is having the high refractive index. So that's why we can see the blue color light from the ocean water. Okay. I think you are familiar with the Tyndall effect. So in heterogeneous mixture, a minute particles where smoky or droplets of water, they will spread out the high refractive index color from the sunlight. So that's why we can see the blue color of the ocean. So that's why they have given in this para. So you are familiar with the Tyndall effect, that is learnt in the 9th standard also. So why is the color of the clear sky blue? The molecules of the air and other fine particles in the atmosphere have size smaller than the wavelength of visible light. So these are more effective in scattering light of shorter wavelength at the blue end than light of larger wavelength at the red end. The red light has a wavelength about 1.8 times greater than the blue light. Thus, when sunlight passes through the atmosphere, the fine particles in the air scatter the blue color. So the red color has the 1.8 times more greater than the wavelength, more greater than the blue color light. So it is having the very sharp edge. So that's why it will pass through the atmosphere very sharply. But blue color light is having very less wavelength. So that's why it will scatter in the atmosphere. The fine particles in the air they scatter the blue color shorter wavelength more stronger than red. The scattered blue light enters our eye. If the earth had no atmosphere, there would not have been any scattering. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರೇ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ there is no scattering takes place on the earth's surface. Then the sky would have looked dark. If there is no atmosphere, then our sky also looks like a dark. So the sky appears dark to passengers flying at very high altitudes, as scattering is not prominent at such heights. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಯಾರು ರಾಕೆಟ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೋ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸ್ಕೈ ಏನು ಕಾಣ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಲುಕ್ಸ್ ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದಿ ಅನ್ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಅರ್ತ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಅದ, ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಲುಕ್ ಸ್ಕೈ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಬ್ಲೂ. ಬಟ್ if we go above the atmosphere, the sky will looks like a dark. Why? Because there is no atmosphere presence at a high altitude. So that's why we see the color of sky is blue. You might have observed that danger signals light are red in color. Do you know why? The red is least scattering by fog or smoke. So that's why. So therefore it can be seen in the some same color at a distance. So red color is having high, very sharp, or so scattered. It will scatter very less in smoggy area or fog area or smoke area. So that's why it will not scatter in the much area. So that's why we can see the red color light far away from the distance. So this is why they will use the red color light in the signals or danger purpose. So color of the sun at sunrise and sunset. So have you seen the sky and sun at sunset or sunrise? It will looks little bit red. Okay. So have you wondered as to why the sun and the surrounding sky appears red? So let us do an activity to understand the blue color of the sky and the reddish appearance of the sun at the sunrise and sunset. So they have given one activity for you for the blue color light and reddish color of sky appearance while in sunset and sunrise. So let us see. So place a strong source of white light at the focus of the converging lens, or else we can say convex lens. So this lens provides a parallel beam of light. So see here, S is the source of light which is passing from one end through the converging lens. So it will passes the parallel beams of light through the solution. Allow the light beam to pass through a transparent glass tank, that is T, containing clear water. This one is the T is the clear water which is the light is passed through that solution. Allow the beam of light to pass through a circular hole made in the cardboard. Obtain a sharp image of the circular hole on a screen. So using a second converging lens L2 as shown in the figure. So nodri ena ಹೇಳಿರೋರು. So release a beam of light through this cardboard which is made round shaped hole. So that place another one, so converging lens, we will get the sharp image on the surface of the screen. Dissolve about 200 gram of sodium thiosulfate in about 2 liters of water in a tank. Add about 1 to 2 ml of concentrated sulfuric acid in the water. What do you observe? So you will observe the ಏನು ಮಾಡಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನೀರಿನೊಳಗಡೆ, so you have to add 200 grams of sodium thiosulfate and 1 or 2 ml of concentrated sulfuric acid. So whenever we add these two in this container, we are going to see the sulfur particles which are present in the liquid. Okay, whenever this light passing through the solution, we are going to see the sulfur particles. Okay, why? Because we have added sulfuric acid in this sodium thiolate. So that's why we are going to see the particles of sulfur particles. The blue light from the three sides of the glass tank, this is due to the scattering of short wavelength by minute colloidal sulfur particles. Observe the color of the transmitted light from the fourth side of the glass tank facing the circular hole. So it is interesting to observe the first the orange red color and then bright crimson red color on the screen. We are going to get the crimson red color on the screen. Why? Because so the red color is having the higher um, wavelength, so that's why it will be captured on the screen. Okay. This activity demonstrates the scattering of light that helps you to understand the bluish color of the sky and the reddish appearance of the sun at the sunrise or sunset. Light from the sun near the horizon passes through the thicker layers of the air and larger distance in the earth atmosphere before reaching our eyes. So see, so before sunset and sunrise, so we are going to see the sky color as a red. Why? Because red color will not scatter, it will travel for a long distances. So whenever the sunrise or sunset, the earth will goes very far away from the sun will goes very far away from the earth. Only the red color rays will travel, so that of large amount of distance. So that's why we will absorb the reddish color of light during the sunset and sunrise. Okay. So this is what they have given. So this is how we are having this lesson. So if you have any doubts, you can comment in the comment box. ಸೊ ಸನ್ಸೆಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸನ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಗೋ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ, ಸೂರ್ಯ ಭಾಳ ದೂರ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ ಅರ್ಥನಿಂತ. ಸೊ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಲೈಟ್ ರೇ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಓನ್ಲಿ ರೆಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ಲೈಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ದಿ larger distance. So that's why the atmosphere or the sky will looks like reddish or crimson reddish color. Got it? So if you have any doubts, please comment in the comment box. We will give the suggestion for your doubts. Thank you guys. See you in the next lesson.